How are you? Thank you. How's it going? Good to see you. All right.
Okay, you know, we played, when we went out for a commercial, we played a portion of you on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
this is your first time hosting it, and you said that it was life-changing. Why'd you say that?
It's a crazy week. A lot goes into it, and there's a crazy schedule, and just the guys on the show are so fun to work with, you know?
Yeah.
It's
But you went for it. I mean, you pretty much took on the whole notion of High School Musical.
I haven't even seen it yet. That's just crazy.
But you know, one of the things that we showed you here, you are so cute.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And you were wonderful on Saturday Night Live. But you did a skit about High School Musical in which you said nobody sings in college. You know, you made fun of High School Musical. You made fun of Walt Disney.
Oh.
You made fun. Yeah. So you're sort of biting the hand that feeds you. You know, we sing in High School Musical. Whoever sings. You know.
Yeah, we figured there's got to be a nice way to make fun of High School Musical. Those are my friends. Believe me, it's a project that I hold very close to my heart, and I figured that the funniest way to do it is if nobody sings in college, you know. So if it all just happened in high school, and you know, it was a dream, and in the real world nobody really sang. So that's, you know, it was a pretty PC way to do it.
That's good. You did a good job.
Versus some of the ways we could have.
Yeah. I thought you took it on. I thought you did a great job.
The audition you did when you were 11 years old, and fascinated by that story.
When I was 11, oh man, it must have been musical theater.
No,
oh
for
yeah.
Gypsy. What happened? Your parents didn't tell you where you were going or something?
Oh, that story.
Yeah.
This is kind of funny. My mom asked me if I wanted to audition for musical theater because I was always singing around the house and stuff. They were pretty annoyed by this point. And she asked if I wanted to go to Toys R Us one day. I think it was like all into these action figures or something. Little did I know it was actually a trick. She dropped me off at this audition. And
for Gypsy.
For Gypsy.
You played one of the boys. Did you get the?
Yeah, I ran around in a news cap and hawked newspapers, so it was pretty fun.
And you got the part.
I ended up getting the part. Yeah.
Your mother just took you and dropped you off at an audition?
Yeah, she did. I didn't tell
One of those things.
I didn't tell me. I imagine I was.
But had you auditioned before that for something else?
No, that was my first.
Did you get to go to Toys R Us after?
No, I didn't
You didn't even get
to
to
go
to Toys R Us even after. Well, look at where you are now.
I think in retrospect, I can go to Toys R Us all I want now.
That's right.
So
I want to ask you about a different role, actually. You just recently we had Kevin Bacon on, and Footloose is what, sprung him into the world of just stardom. It was so incredible. The day he was here, ironically, was the day you turned down the role to do kind of the revival of Footloose.
Great timing.
Yeah. So is that something that you deeply considered? Do you why would you think of turning it down? Do you know?
Yes, of course. No, it was a very difficult decision. And it's a project that I, really wanted to do. We worked very hard on it, so it was nothing against Footloose. It's just that right now I'm looking for a new challenge. I want to.
Like what?
What are you looking for?
Well,
Like
this
what?
like a non-musical one.
Yeah, perhaps non-musical. I figure, it's time to shake things up, and if not now, then when?
Well, you are shaking things up, because I have to say, 17 again is a PG-13, which means some of your High School Musical fans can't go see it.
Yes.
I saw it with a bunch of adults. We laughed from beginning till the end.
Great.
So was this important for you to kind of, do something for slightly older?
It's a very soft PG-13. So there's
It wasn't that soft, because me and the producer, we both was fantasizing about you, so it wasn't that dark. It wasn't. It was because it was in a very legal sort of way. There's legal ways to fantasize.
Thank you, Mrs. Robinson.
Just don't let her sit next to him, okay?
Great. Talk about doing it for older people. It was really funny, the movie.
No, it was a blast. And that's one thing about 17 that I'm extremely excited about, is this isn't a movie just for teens. It's a movie that the whole family can watch and enjoy.
Right.
And yeah.
Did you get ill on this movie? You ended up in the hospital?
I did, actually. Towards the end of the film, I had appendicitis. Oh,
you're kidding me.
Good, get that out of the way early.
I know, that's what I figured. So it happened at the worst moment possible. I had a long day of filming, and all day I just have kind of a stomach ache. And so afterwards, I realized it was probably something I should get checked out.
That's dangerous. It could,
So you had the operation.
It was, yeah. It
had
could
the operation?
I did later that night after filming. It was great.
Yeah, Sherry's going to ask you to show her your scar.
I can barely see it. It's
No matter what she says, do not show her the scar.
But you know, let me tell the audience a little about you play the 17-year-old version of Matthew Perry's character, who is 37 years old. He's unhappy with his life, and he ends up getting a chance to go back to high school to try to change it and do it over. Yeah. So in high school, you know, you were really good at basketball in all your movies. Were you a jock or were you a great basketball player?
In high school, no, I wasn't really on the basketball team. I was pretty much I think, typical high school student. Actually, Matthew put it a great way. He says that when he was in high school, he was the coolest of the nerds, and that's pretty much probably what I was.
Okay. Yeah. Do the girls scream at you differently in different countries?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you can tell. You know, in Japan, it's a very polite kind of and in in
Italy?
France, in Italy, they shout a bunch of stuff at you that you don't necessarily understand. So it's like, oh, thank you. Yeah.
Do you ever worry about when you get out of the high school, as you grow older? Do you think about, obviously you do in your career, that next stage?
That's what he's working on.
Yeah, that's the big thing now, isn't it? To go beyond being a teen star.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's a lot of things you have to take into account and consider. But really, it's who you work with. It's the directors, it's the scripts. Really, I don't have a game plan, and that's kind of the way to go. I think if you have a plan.
Some risks.
You're taking risks, and it's really paying off. Congratulations on 17 again, which opens Friday, and everyone in our audience is taking home the soundtrack from the movie. When we come back, bank on the view and find out the brand new Wars